Do you ever look up at the stars thinking that there's more to life? Well, today we will answer none of those questions. I'm here today to give you a deal of a lifetime. If you call now in this number below, I will give you the best deal of your life. All you need to do is watch this video. Watch the next video and I'll teach you. You can fry, you can grill, you can bake, you can saute, you can do all these things with just one machine. And folks, it is just one button away. I get tons of tweets and emails and messages from people online, and I get this one repetitive one that a lot of people ask me about, which is, Erwan, can you make stuff for students or people who live in a college dorm room? My answer to that usually is, do you have an induction cooker to cook on and everything? But you know, you still have an induction cooker, you still have to put a pan and a pot on top of it and everything. So in come the rise of the multi-fryers. All of a sudden, air fryers are the talk of the town. Everyone wants them. So we decided to go ahead and unbox one of them to see if whether truly it could be the next big thing in terms of just cooking everything in one place, in one location. So today, we are unboxing the DeLonghi Multifryer. So without further ado, let's open it. The whole premise behind it, or why it got so popular, is because people started shying away from too much oil. So this brings you up to, I guess, 5 tablespoons. This is what it looks like once it's out of the bag. So it kind of reminds me of, you know how you had those turbos? Well, when I was a kid, we had a turbo in the house. It kind of reminds me of that in terms of the setup. You have a little grill here, which I'm guessing is where the fan system and heating comes in, but you also probably have heat coming from the bottom, which is what they meant by this kind of dual heating system. Inside here, which I think is pretty nifty, you have this paddle which will help move things. So I'm guessing you can, when you're frying something, or you know, if you're really lazy, you want to put some onions in there, but you don't want to kind of baby the onions, you can kind of just leave them and the paddle will just stir them for you. I thought it'd be cool to actually put it to the test. We're not going to use the 5 functionalities of the air fryer, but we are going to do 4 different recipes. So I mixed some regular potatoes, which you see here, with some sweet potatoes. These are the white variations. And then now we're going to lay them out on a piece of paper here. Use another paper towel and pat them dry as you go along. Once these dry up nicely, we're just going to set them to the side here. So once you've cleaned your machine, if you see the tiny knobs here, you'll see a bunch of different things on it. And there's one for French fries. So we're gonna place it on French fries. I'm gonna set it to about 40 minutes on power level 3. I'm gonna take the potatoes and place them inside the bowl. 3 teaspoons of olive oil, close it. And I'm guessing this is play. There you go. Now we wait. 35 minutes in, and it looks like we're about done. So empty this out. Oh! Did a bit of salt. I'm gonna get one of the sweet potatoes. Delicious. This is one of the real potatoes. The skin's kind of puffed up a little bit, which is nice. There's some air pockets there. It's nice and crispy. Hot, not too oily. But yeah, I've air fried French fries before, and this is actually probably one of the best. So recipe 1, we can call it a success. We'll move on to the next recipe. I have already some mozzarella sticks over here. Really simple. Crack 1 egg in about 3 tablespoons of milk. Whisk that together. That's station number 2. Station number 1, I have some flour here. And to that, we're gonna add in some herbe de Provence, a bit of onion powder, and then we're gonna do onion powder with the panko as well, just to really have that flavor seep in. Next, all we're gonna do is take the mozzarella sticks, place them in the flour, remove that excess, then we're gonna place it in the egg, just a very kind of basic egg wash, and then do the same thing in the panko. So we're gonna repeat this. Once we're done here, we're gonna place it in the freezer for about an hour just to make sure that everything's coated properly. So same functionality. I'm gonna remove the panel, place them inside, and then we're gonna go ahead and pour in some oil, 20, and begin. Not the result we really wanted. So I think the mistake here wasn't necessarily the machine. I think the mistake came from us in terms of not freezing the sticks enough. Hey, but it's still melted cheese with panko, so I mean, no one's gonna complain here. As long as you can still hold them, I'm okay with it. But that crust, that color, looks absolutely beautiful. We're now gonna try the sauteing functionalities of it. And we're gonna make like a beef stroganoff-ish kind of recipe. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in my oil, throw in my chopped up and sliced up beef right here. After about 10 minutes, we have a good sear, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add in my onions and my red bell pepper, as well as all my mushrooms, and then some salt as well. I'm gonna leave it open, I think, for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna close it for an additional 5 minutes after. Everything looks actually really good. Onions are cooked, peppers are cooked, the beef is nice and tender. I'm gonna finish it off with just some beef stock, and then we're gonna let that simmer for 10 minutes before finishing it up with some of my Greek yogurt. Last finishing touch, I'm gonna add in my Greek yogurt. So it's cool that you can do everything in one place. And I didn't clean anything, I didn't clean any pots, so all I'm gonna do is after this, transfer it to a bowl, clean that bowl, I'm good to go. Looks like we're pretty much done. I'm just gonna chop up some parsley. We're gonna open this up. The beef looks good, the sauce looks good. Finish that up with my parsley, some of my paprika powder. I'm gonna give it a taste from here. Burnt my tongue, but I'm pretty sure that's delicious. Nice and soft, everything's cooked perfectly. The sauce is delicious. The onions did get a singe of caramelization. The mushrooms have a little bit of browning. And the beef, because we cooked it first, has some nice browning. So all in all, recipe 3, success. So I'm gonna make a really quick, simple recipe, just lemon cupcakes, nothing crazy. I got 150 ml of oil here. Crack 3 eggs in, whisk all that together. I'm gonna slowly incorporate my dry mix of about 150 grams of white sugar, about 200 grams of all-purpose flour, and about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Once everything is well incorporated, we're gonna go ahead and add the juice of 1 lemon. But before doing that, just some lemon rind. Now that the mix is done, we're gonna go ahead and fill up our cupcake molds and put everything into the MultiFry. Our cupcakes should be ready. Well, they look ready. Good rise, not bad. Nice and fluffy, let's open it. In terms of consistency, it's actually great. It's exactly what we wanted it to be. So I guess recipe 4, success. So we thoroughly tested it, we put it through the hoops. I think all in all, we can say that it performed really well. I think what I like about it is the variety of things that it can do, that it can replace multiple items rather than having 4 different appliances. You just have 1 appliance, or 5 appliances rather. You have 1 appliance to replace them all. So all in all, what's the verdict? I would recommend to buy it because it does a lot of things. It's very compact, it's very easy to clean, all things that for me are very important. So I hope you guys enjoyed that unboxing video. We'll do more if you guys want to see more, so let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.